In more successful applications, the applicants were not listed among the first of the consortium partners. Maybe it seems irrelevant, but this is the statistics which has to be taken into consideration, for example, when applying to project proposals. The Croatian applicants participated in larger consortia in the biggest number of project proposals which were at the end successful. So, if you put everything, disregard all these little details, what was actually, from a strategic point of view, the biggest shortcoming of Horizon 2020? Well, the biggest shortcoming was that simply there wasn't enough of it. There was analysis which showed that the program would have needed additional almost 160 billion on top of this 75 billion to fund all high quality proposals. And what do I mean by all high quality proposals? So all of those which passes the threshold, which passes this line which European Commission says that the project is very good and is actually good for funding, but they are below the rank. There is not enough money. So this is something. This is how much more would have been needed in these 7 years to fund all of these very good project proposals. Impressive. So this is what we learned from Horizon 2020. But what did we learn from the previous 2 years of Horizon Europe? Is there anything interesting from there? Well, we recognize a few things. That, for example, share of Italy, which is, but was very strong in Horizon 2020, dropped in 2023 by nearly a fifth. Italian observers actually said that it was because the country suddenly had an influx of funds from the country's recovery, resilience, pandemic recovery funds, so something similar actually, let's say, to Croatia. So the researchers didn't need to compete for these very competitive Horizon Europe proposals. Meanwhile, the Netherlands, for example, grew much their share of money, as well as Estonia and Lithuania that also did very well in 2023, which increasing their share by around a half. Apart from this success story, there was not significant change recognized, so shift towards widening countries that typically receive very little funding for research and innovation. We also recognize that the amount in absolute number of euros funded in 2023 was a bit less than in 2022, when it was 60 billion, and in 2023 it was 12 billion. Also, we can see who the big winners are. So top 5 public institutions, top 5 universities which received funding in the last 2 years. For example, you can see TU Leuven, 90 million euros. Lund University, I think Dario mentioned them because they have been together, 63 million. So those are top 5 in the last 2 years. You can see almost 400 million euros in total, just these 5 institutions. So we can learn a lot from the winners. And there is and there are instruments, for example, as Twin, which do exactly that. They want to move know-how, transfer this knowledge from these winning institutes, winning universities, towards the universities coordinators in widening countries. You just need to find the right call, the right instrument, which is appropriate in that time. So, what's the main idea, what we learned from Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe as well for the next framework program? Well, framework program 10 should be, by the advocates, at least double the size of the current Horizon Europe for them to be able to actually fund not all of them, all of the about threshold calls, but at least a higher percentage of them. Currently, the discussions are in progress. Fervo even Ramesh, which mentioned that they are working on the position paper with public consultation to be had in the future. We'll be also participating in it, and definitely as many people participate in it and push it towards the bigger number, we can be more sure that Croatia altitude will go into this direction as well. Then there must be put more pressure on national governments to get more countries to commit to spending this 3% of GDP on research and development. The target has only been reached, for example, in Belgium, Sweden, Austria, and Germany, according to the last year Eurostat data. And furthermore, better synergies between the European Research Council and ACE turn more proof of concept projects into startups that are eligible for ACE scale-up funding. This is always mentioned fundamental problem of